California truly is a magnificent place. Look at this. There's the beach, there's the water, there's the sea. I love it here. It's just so gorgeous, and since most of the time we have beautiful weather, well, we're able to take advantage of these kind of places. I can't believe that I'm here and that I live here. It's really like having a slice of heaven on earth. Hey guys, and welcome to sunny California. In this episode, we're actually going to be visiting the Huntington Beach area of LA, which is a really gorgeous beach. A lot of times when people come to California, or to LA more specifically, they often go to Santa Monica or to Malibu, but these beaches are just too common. There's just too many tourists. We actually have a lot of other beaches that are just as gorgeous, if not more gorgeous, like this one right here, which is the Huntington Beach area. And this is a really gorgeous place because there's a lot of restaurants, cafes, shopping areas, and well, at the same time, a really pretty and big wide beach where you can go surfing, swimming, and do all the beach things. So without any further ado, let's explore. Huntington Beach is a seaside city in Orange County in Southern California, located 35 miles southeast of downtown Los Angeles. The city is named after American businessman Henry E. Huntington. This beach is known for its long 9.5-mile stretch of sandy beach, mild climate, excellent surfing, and beach culture. Didn't I tell you guys that Huntington Beach is pretty empty? And as you can see, there really aren't that many people. And yes, this is the power of willing to go a little bit further and maybe outside of the comfort zone of all the touristic areas. And I really love it because in this kind of area, I can really recharge my batteries, just stay, relax, meditate, be a little bit away from a lot of people, listen to the sounds of the ocean, maybe smell the breeze and the smell of the sea. And this is really a gorgeous place, and really, maybe in some ways, the best thing that California has to offer. Huntington State Beach is operated by the California Department of Parks and Recreation and Huntington State Beach Lifeguards. In a similar fashion to Venice Beach, California, there's a Huntington Beach bicycle path which stretches for 10 miles alongside the beach. Various concessionaires located on the sand and within walking distance to the Huntington Pier offer rentals of various bicycles, tandem bicycles, electric bicycles, and surreys. And yes, when I did say that there is a beach, well, there's also an ocean. And here we have the Pacific Ocean, which is a sea that is a little bit cold. So usually I don't often go inside to have a swim, but it doesn't stop other people from doing it, and especially surfers. And if it does get a little bit cold, well, they put on a wetsuit. But yes, it is beautiful, it is gorgeous, and yeah, if you're courageous enough and you're willing to maybe swim in some cold water, well, maybe this is the ocean for you. The reason that Huntington Beach is so popular amongst surfers is because the ocean waves in this area are enhanced by a natural effect caused by the edge diffraction of open swells around Santa Catalina Island. Swells generated predominantly from the North Pacific in winter and from a combination of southern hemisphere storms and hurricanes in the summer focus on Huntington Beach, creating consistent surf all year long, hence the nickname Surf City. When you're in this area, I think that you can't miss going to the Huntington Beach Pier, which is a really long pier that goes all the way out into the ocean. And on an interesting note, it's almost the longest pier or public pier on the West Coast, only with the Oceanside Pier being slightly longer. And it is really gorgeous. It's really quiet. There's a bunch of people fishing. There's a couple stores, and there used to also be a restaurant at the end of the pier, but it recently went bankrupt. Although I'm pretty sure that there's going to be something else opening here pretty soon just because it's prime real estate. But at the same time, as I did mention, when you're at the Huntington Beach, well, you can't miss going to this pier because it definitely is maybe the highlight of this region and the highlight of this place. The pier was built circa 1902, before the incorporation of Huntington Beach in 1909. The concrete pier incorporates reinforced steel coated with epoxy to protect it from the corrosive effect of damp salt air. It is also built to withstand 31-foot waves or 7.0 magnitude earthquake, and uses an increased space between piles to accommodate surfers. Strolling the pier is a popular pastime for both local residents and visitors, and is frequented by sport fishermen as well as surfing spectators. Obviously, if there's a pier, well, there's also going to be the underside of the pier, which is basically whatever's under the pier. And luckily at Huntington Beach, well, we can actually access it. You can just walk on it because, well, it's kind of like a bridge in some ways. It goes from one side of the beach to the other, and I really love it. It's just so quiet and peaceful, and as I did mention it, well, when I do go to beaches, I do like to have a little bit of quiet, and at the same time, I kind of like this idea that there's also a lot of people walking above me, yet a lot of people don't come under the pier. So this is kind of like a secret garden, a secret place, and obviously, well, it leads all the way to the ocean. So this is really a gorgeous place. So if you're ever at the Huntington Pier and you want to maybe see something that's a little bit different, something that maybe some people miss, well, come under the pier, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. One prominent thing that I noticed off the coast is the sheer amount of container ships waiting for entry into the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. The cause of the backup is stricter restrictions at the port due to the events of 2020, as well as unprecedented demands for goods from China, South Korea, and other Asian exporting countries. The top items on backed up ships include furniture, auto parts, and textiles. Some of these ships wait days or even weeks to be able to unload their cargo. Right in front of the Huntington Pier, we actually have Main Street, and as the name says it, well, this is the main street that has all the restaurants and places where you can have a drink, but they also have a bunch of stands with a bunch of shops and little places that you can buy trinkets and little different things, and regular stores too. And yeah, if you do have a little bit of time after visiting the beach and the Huntington Pier, well, this is really a great place to stop by and relax even more, because as I did mention many times, well, beach areas are places that are meant for relaxation. So if you're ever in this area, there's no reason not to stop by Main Street. The 100-year-old Main Street is a really great place to wander and enjoy simply for its cool beach atmosphere. There's a multitude of shops, including many surf-themed restaurants and bars. On top of the regular stores, there's also a bunch of outdoor market stands that sell many beach-themed or even spiritual-themed stands, giving it an even bigger beach vibe. This street really has something to offer for everyone and shouldn't be missed if you are in the area. As a really interesting thing, this road actually may seem like a normal highway, but this is a very popular road. This is actually the Pacific Coast Highway, which is a pretty darn long route that is known by a lot of people and a lot of tourists, because this route goes all the way from the north to the south, and it lunges the ocean of the west coast, and it is a really beautiful way to go from maybe San Diego all the way to San Francisco and past that. And yes, it is right here in Huntington, and it, as I did say, it goes all along the coast. And if you're ever planning on taking it, it is a bit of a long route, but I'll say it is really darn beautiful, simply because you can see the sea all the way through. At a total of just over 656 miles, it is the longest state route in California. The Pacific Coast Highway SR1 was built piecemeal in various stages, with the first section opening in the Big Sur region in the 1930s. However, portions of the route had several names and numbers over the years as more segments opened. It was not until the 1964 State Highway renumbering that the entire route was officially designated as SR1. Although SR1 is a popular route for its scenic beauty, frequent landslides and erosion along the coast have caused several segments to be either closed for lengthy periods for repairs or rerouted inland. I must say that walking through these side streets that are next to the beach, well, a lot of these places do look kind of interesting and really nice to live in. I must say that I am kind of envious of the people that are able to live a couple of blocks away from the beach or even in front of the beach. But at the same time, I am glad that I do live in California, so I simply have to drive to the beach, and it's usually not that far. And with that being said, I think that this is a perfect place to end this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming on this visit of the Huntington area, and if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment too, let me know what you thought about this video, and if there's maybe other places in this region that I should go visit. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.